Oh no, it doesn't want to. Hello? There we are. No, okay. Well, never mind. Never mind. All right. I'm late. I know. I know. Oh, light isn't in the right position. Okay. Well, can't change. Well, I could, but I'm not going to change it now. I think, unless it's starting to bother me too much. Cats, lovely. No, nope, not bringing out that one. Quiet. Ready. Ready. Coffee. And Toos is going crazy. Well then, I'm sorry. I show up immediately for a change without a timer because I'm already late. Of course, Toulouse decides to puke. No, she doesn't decide. Oh no, the light is really in the wrong place, isn't it? It's been a morning, people. Winston decided to try and balance on the new light that I have, which is not. That's not ideal. Let's see if I put it here. So I had to fix that. I didn't realize it was broken until I tried to. Oh, this is worse. All right, well, I'll have to do. So I was doing that, about half an hour ago. But Winston, I don't know what's wrong. He has, I think he's, that is what I wanted to Google. I think he's officially a teenager or something. Let me look it up. Hello, little dude. How are you doing? And Face Valenza. Hi. Those are cute. Are those gummy bears? I haven't had those in a long time. Erin, hi. Thank you. And be careful out there. Hi, Random. How are you doing? Let me see. When cats... teenagers. Oh, he has already been a teenager for quite a while. It's gonna last another, at least a year. It's been interesting. It's been very interesting. He's been jealous from the beginning. If I give Toos attention, then he'll look at her like, I'll get you later. And then he does. So that's not fair because Toos is just not on this planet and she doesn't know how to use her nails. So it's really sad. So he's been going crazy. Our walks have been fun. Very early, but I've loved them. It's just the right time of year. Not too cold, not too hot. And getting up early isn't too bad. Aye, teenagers are scary. Yes, Random. I am terrified of them as well. And maybe that's why, I mean, Winston scares me sometimes as well because I don't know what to do with him. He has a stamina that I don't understand. He'll I don't think he knows when to stop. That's the problem. Because we'll play for at least half an hour and I make him jump and run, go crazy, and then he's completely out of breath. And still, if I then go to Toulouse, he'll get jealous. It's cute, but it's also a bit violent, and that's not okay. Human teenagers, don't even get me started. Don't even get me started. Congregating teenagers, no. Hi, Milk. How are you doing? Luckily, the lamp that I got is a very old one, so it's easy to fix for me at least. But it's a bit high up, so I had to do some acrobatics while he was attacking my leg. No, I don't mind. He can attack me, but not Toulouse. He can play with Toulouse, but if he's going to be violent, then it has to be me, because I don't care. How's it going over there? How was your week? My week was not restful. Not at all. I'm okay. I'm here. I'm going to talk about books because it is the last Sunday of the month. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. I just doubted myself and had to check, but yes, it is the last Sunday of the month, and next Sunday we're doing the raffle. And I have something new. So, I mean, should I tell? Or show, I mean? I wanted something like a jar from the beginning for the book club. Too many books. Oh no. But I couldn't find anything at the time at the store. So I ended up just taking this box because that was just, it was available and it would fit, because also, I can get a jar, but if my hand doesn't fit in it, and then it's less fun. I don't want to shake it out and run the risk of, I don't know, Winston having the zoomies and tipping it over, which can still happen, but, So they've been in here. And then, last week, while we were reorganizing the store, and cleaning it up a little bit, I saw this pretty little lady. To face au petit de fruits? No, the fruit. I don't know. I thought it was cute. My hand fits in there. And I think I'm going to put the book club submissions in here. Much more aesthetically pleasing. I'll have to put it somewhere safe though, because, yeah. Winston has reached the age that he will climb just about anything, and that's a lot of fun unless things get broken or he might kill himself, like when he walked over my TV and knocked it over. That's not okay. That's not okay. And I don't want him to knock this over because it is. I mean, it's very much breakable. But I think this looks a lot cuter, and maybe I'll even actually go through them one by one and see what shouldn't really have been put in there. Thinking of, other people, and take out a few of the books that some might think are school books or books that are just not enough fun to be considered, even if people are convinced to go out of their comfort zone. So I think I'm gonna put them in here. I think it's cute. Rosalie Sweet. I have no idea who that is. I'm assuming this is a real brand, but I don't know. Never, Storm. No, there's no such thing as too much cheese. I could admit, I missed you too. How have you been doing? What have you been up to? There's a party in the street, I think. I don't know. I'm not sure what's happening. I don't want to think about it. not today. Hi, Toru. Thank you so much for the follow. How are you doing? Music is a bit loud, isn't it? Hold on. It's a bit louder when the window is closed. Who dis? I don't know, Awakened. Who dis? How are you doing? I don't know. Here. Who read one of the picks of this month? Because this month we read... Oh no, it's getting really loud. Terry Pratchett's Snuff, which was a bit of an unfortunate choice if you had never read Pratchett before. Because it's number 39 of the Discworld series, which consists of 41 books, I think. But as I said at the beginning of the month, when it comes to Pratchett, yes, it would be fun to read from the very beginning of Discworld, but also you don't necessarily need to. You can read every one of the books in Discworld on their own. You just have to go with the flow when it comes to Pratchett a lot of the times, even if you do start from the beginning. I just realized that the publisher is called Corgi. I didn't know that. I love it even more. But that was one of the options. It's the first one I read. I thoroughly enjoyed it, and I really want to try to start reading the whole Discworld series from the beginning. I did read the first 3, so this wasn't my first, and I read a random one somewhere in there. Or 2, maybe even. But that was the first option. Did anyone read it? Probably not. I've been working a whole lot, writing when I had days off. Ooh, how's the writing going? I'm enjoying the stormy weather. It's beautiful. Every time someone starts up a mower, I get more flashbacks of last year though. This year, the mower guy has been very decent, and he has left my flowers alone so far. It's so pretty. It's so pretty to look at. I was a bit done with the hot weather. We had a few very, very hot days that I did not enjoy at all. But as far as I can see, this week will be a bit cloudy, a bit rainy even. I need that. I need cozy this week. I don't know about you. I need a lot of cozy. I should probably get the candles back here as well, shouldn't I? Just by my bed. For when I read at night. It sounds like carnival. What is happening? I don't know. Maybe it is carnival. Could be. Have I had breakfast? I have. Awakened. I have had a sort of, well, it's not a bagel, but it tastes like bagel with cream cheese. I have found a new addiction. Cream cheese and rucola. A little bit of pepper, a little bit of salt. And dill. Delicious. What about you? No, the biker gang coming by. Halfway done with one project. You have several, don't you? Same. Hopefully, I'll get to work on them soon. but it's looking up really. A bit rain and blanket. Yeah, lots of rain because it's always disappointing over here for me in the Netherlands. They say it's gonna storm and then it's like 3 drops and I'm just I don't know. I'm probably expecting too much of the weather over here as well. When I hear thunderstorm and they give out a code like orange or even red, I'm like, yes, I'm ready. I'm ready for this. It's just disappointing. They shouldn't give out the alarms. They always disappoint. Too early to wake up? What is too early to wake up? Because I had a bad night. I did have a very bad night. I kept waking up. I was looking forward to 8 p.m. last night. So bad. I was counting minutes. And then I was down and I couldn't stay asleep. It's horrible. So at 4, I was like, okay, well, let's just start cleaning or something. So I did. I cleaned my bathroom, which is great. It's clean, but also kind of tired. Tastes like a bagel, but not a bagel. Well, I guess it's a bagel without the hole. It sounds stupid if I say it like that. Just a little bun, and it tastes like a bagel. And I heat it up in the oven. And yeah, cream cheese, a little bit of dill, lots of rucola, bit of pepper. I don't know where the sound is coming from. It's very distressing. If I knew where it was coming from, I would feel a little bit more at ease. But I think it's just this club that's up ahead, because the wind. I do see that the wind is pointing this way, so that's quite possible. There's been a lot going on in this neighborhood, all right? I'm a bit stressed out. I am random. I am very much Dutch. Well, I mean, technically. What did you say? Too early to wake up? Oh God, I did miss that. I mean, if you just give it another 12 hours, that would be perfect, don't you think, Weekend? Donut holes are a thing. I know. I followed a donut guy on Twitch a long time ago, and he just made donuts and talked. It was very, very amusing. I don't know, sir. Let's just say a mini baguette, but with a little bit more fancy dough. Random needs to read a book. Do you want to read along with our book club? Because did I activate this one? What are you talking about? Jane? No. June. Oh, that reminds me. Give me 1 second. Those are the books that we'll be reading next month for the book club. This month we read Snuff and Cory Doctorow's Walkway. I probably have a lot more to say about this one. Has anyone ever read this? Did you read along this month? Are you thinking about reading it? Because I do recommend it. If you like dystopian sci-fi, I guess. Is that it? Very bad at genres. It has a lot of interesting observations. But it's probably a little bit heavy-handed. So it does come with a few disclaimers. Still have the cough, but I got the voice back. Winnie, I can see you. He also attacked my Monstera. Winnie, I see you. Please stop. We have things to do today, and violence is not one of them. Okay. Okay. Sip. Hi, Blue. How are you doing? I haven't read a book since I was a teenager. Well, it's about dang time to pick up a book. Now, you probably have a lot of reasons for not having read a book since you were a teenager. But you know what? It's never too late to pick one up again. When he wakes up and chooses violence every day. Storm, actually, he has the sweetest moments. Like this morning, actually. We woke up very slowly. Even it was very early, so we kind of needed it. But thing is, I'm starting to suspect that maybe the foster parents did something that you're really not supposed to be doing when they're a kitten. Like me intervening when he's hurting Toos, the only reason I think that's necessary is because I have a suspicion that maybe the foster parents thought that the mother kitten was hurting them while she was trying to teach them how to play. That's the feeling that I get. When he plays with me as well, he doesn't listen to cues of Toos or me for that matter. He does better with me because he just can't win from me, and I don't care if he hurts me. So he doesn't get the same reaction as he gets from Toos at all. But I fear that, that there was some interference in the first few weeks, because he's been violent from the very beginning, just a riot, literally. So, but just recently I started to realize that is a thing, because he's very good at expressing himself in a cat manner. He just doesn't know how to listen to it himself. It's very curious. I learned a lot about cats from him, and about myself as well. It's interesting. I know, Jay. Blue, thank you for the resub. Oh my god, 7 months. Thank you so much. Welcome back. Seems like a nice place to be. I hope so. I really hope so. How are you doing, Noche? Right. So seriously, I looked into this morning again, and last night I tried. I had no brain capacity. There's really nothing I can say about this except read Pratchett, where this is heavy-handed in trying to bring across a message, because it's. I mean, it says on the back, in a world wrecked by climate change, in a society owned by the ultra-rich, in a city hollowed out by industrial flight, Hubert, etc., which is a name, I have found out now. Hubert, etc. is a name, and there's an explanation. I'm not going to explain it to you. You'll have to read it. So Hubert, etc., Seth, and Natalie have nowhere else to be and nothing better to do. But there is another way. Now, anyone can design and print the basic necessities of life. Food, clothing, shelter, from a computer, leaving little reason to toy within the system. So like thousands of others in the mid-21st century, the three of them turned their back on the world of rules, jobs, the morning commute, and walk away. It's a dangerous world out there. The empty, lawless lands are hiding predators, animal and human alike. Still, when the initial pioneer walkaways flourish, the few could become many, building what threatens to become a post-scarcity utopia. But then the walkaways create the one thing the ultra-rich have never been able to buy, a way to beat death. And now it's a war that will turn the world upside down. This was so interesting. It's just very heavy-handed. There are monologues. And when I say monologues, I mean someone starts to speak on a page. And there is no break of people shifting or light coming in differently or a breeze touching someone's face. No, just someone starting to speak, and they will stop several pages later. And that is very hard. If you're new to concepts that he is trying to convince you to understand, or maybe even accept to a degree, you might feel a lot of resistance to these monologues. I'm afraid that a lot of his voice comes through in this book, with which I mean that the author himself. It's a guy. Whoa, wait, I don't even know actually. Corey could be a woman, but I think it's a man. No, I checked it actually. Let's double check. It is most definitely a dude. It's a dude. Panic. Instant panic. So it's very in your face. You know, and I do agree with a lot of the propositions and the observations and the extrapolations and all the difficult things that he talks about, because that's another thing. You kind of get blasted with a lot of technologies that you may or may not be able to imagine, and they come at you so fast, accompanied by monologues, that you do need to work for this book. This is not a beginner book. If you're go for Pratchett if you want something easier, even though Pratchett hides the observations and the message a little bit in fun and in characters, and he doesn't actually spell it out as loudly as happens in Walk Away. So at first I thought these were not even comparable in any sense, that I wouldn't be able to draw lines between them. But actually, when you compare the writers themselves, the authors, very interesting to read these ones next to each other within a short time span. But I would recommend both of them to different kinds of people. The cool librarian, random. I used to be an actual librarian. I wasn't cool though. I still don't think I'm cool. I knit. Or is that cool these days? I don't know. Sounds like my grandmother's last dog. Oh no, a German Shepherd that had a little brain problem. He also grew up huge to a size that wasn't normal for the breed. So, oh no, so he was essentially still a puppy mentally, but with all the strength of a fully grown dog. Storm, this is not calling me down. I already suspect that. Oh wait, Junio Andrade. Hello, thank you so much for the follow. Sorry I missed you there. Welcome. I suspect that because he is a bit of a foundling. As far as I understand, the mother cat came from the sister of the foster parents because she couldn't take care of the mother, and I don't think she was supposed to get pregnant. I don't think they know their the father of that litter, but I'm pretty sure there is some big breed hiding in there, so I am already prepared for his kitten behavior to be prolonged beyond what is normal. Toulouse does have a little bit of a processing problem. She's not quite here, which is also why Winston's violence towards her is sometimes so upsetting, because she doesn't see him coming at all. She does not expect to be thrown to the floor out of nowhere, no warning, because he's just good. He's a good kitty. He has very good reflexes and instincts, and Toos does not have any of that. But it's okay. Luckily, I'm home most of the time, so I can make sure that it doesn't get completely out of hand. Doing good. I'm booking some hotels for a road trip. Bit stressed with all the logistics. No stress. Road trip is fun. Where are you going? I mean, like in general, I guess. It sounds like fun. I wish I could do that. I really wish I could, but I don't think I have the constitution. Is that what you say? That's a lot. I know, Storm. I noticed it in the beginning. After 3 of those, I thought, that's... If I was a lesser motivated reader, and someone who is opposed to what is happening in this book, I'll probably not get through these. No, I don't think so. Which is why, I mean, I still gave it 5 stars. Don't get me wrong. But I do want to read something else from this author. Probably something earlier. Because I do suspect that it's just the voice of the author coming through a little bit too much, which has, in my opinion, led to the main characters to be a bit flat. There's one character that is a side character that you're not really supposed to root for, and I feel more... I feel like those characters were more human than the main characters, mainly because of the monologues all sounded the same, even though it was different people saying them. So I did like the world, and I can bear the monologues, because I do think they're very strong, except not in the right place, and they should have been edited more. So I blame editors more than the author, to be honest, because this would easily be fixed. And as I said when I finished it first, this book contains more than enough information and storylines and characters that this could have been a whole universe. The first two chapters could have been fleshed out, including its characters, and been a whole book. I think every 100 pages of this could have been a book. If they wanted to, they could have milked it out, and it could have become a Discworld series. That's how much is packed into this one book. But I don't know. This was my first doctoral. And maybe I'm completely wrong. I am going to try and read anything else by this author as soon as possible, so I can actually have an informed opinion about the writing style, because I just don't know. If you have never read any Pratchett, you might feel some kind of way as well, because you don't really understand the humor yet, and not everyone is immediately attuned to something like Pratchett either. But this, lots of potential. Agree with most of the messages, but this is not for someone who is not used to reading books. Unfortunately, when it comes to that, you have to be. I think you're much better off with a Pratchett. My water feature, monkey. That is actually a fountain for the cats. And the reason you can see it is because I had to change a few things around, but that's another story. I have to see how I'm gonna work with tomorrow, but we'll see. It's too far away, isn't it? I can't leave the timer over there. It's too far away. Super cool. We find what he's not as bad as a 4-foot dog. Storm, I grew up with dogs, and and we had them from pup to big, and I have never had as much trouble as with a cat. I don't think you realize how squirmy he can be. It's insane. It's insane. And also, I realize a little bit my fault, because I do play with him, and I motivate him to jump and stuff, which is making him more agile. So it's probably just all my own fault. But don't underestimate a cat. Hi, Nemesis. I hope you're well as well. What have you been up to? Oh, here. But yeah, that was this month. This month we read Walk Away and Snuff. So now you know which one to choose if you still want to read one of them. If you do decide to pick one of the book club picks from this month up instead of what is planned for the future, just so you know, I would love to still talk about it. You can bring it up whenever. It doesn't mean that just because I'm talking about them today and sort of wrapping up the month, it doesn't mean that you can't bring it up whenever you are ready to, whenever you are done reading the book, even if that is years away. You can always bring up any book, especially if I've talked about it before. Don't think that just because today is scheduled to talk about these books that you have missed an opportunity. You can read whenever you want, whenever it feels right to you. There is something in my eye. Can you give me a moment? I think it's a hair. Oh. It's not gone, but I can't see it. I can't see what it is. I think it's under my contacts, which is great. I'm more of a dog person. I've only ever had 2 cats, but they were very well behaved. Same, Storm! Bo and Toulouse. Amazing. Amazing. Manners. Didn't even have to teach them. They just knew. Winston, I have a picture somewhere of the very first dinner that I sat on the couch because I wanted to sit. I wanted and I needed to sit there for a room. Normally I don't sit on the couch when I eat dinner, and he was so angry that he wasn't allowed human food, even though they had just gotten wet food, which I from the beginning had to mix with kibble because he eats so fast as if I don't freaking feed him wet food twice a day. Kibble 24/7. What's wrong with you? But no, he wanted my food, and I still have. I can't snooze ass. I'm so sorry. I still have a picture. That face that he made. Oh, it's so cute. And he was like what, 10 weeks old? He's just. I don't know. I don't know what the lesson is here. I really don't. And he makes me laugh just as much as he makes me cry. Don't worry. It's okay. Like I always say, the only thing that bothers me is if he bothers Toulouse, because she just doesn't know. She doesn't know how to respond. Let me real quick. Now I'm thinking about it because my mind is a sieve. See where the other one is. Oh, right. It's still on its way. Why? Where is it coming from? Oh no. Do we have another? Okay. Should be fine. Should be fine. For next month, we'll be reading Angela's Ashes, which I've got here. A heartfelt account of poverty in Ireland and immigration to America, Angela's Ashes combines a personal perspective on a little but known aspect of modern history with Frank McCourt's spellbinding storytelling, creating an enduring masterpiece in the process. Very, very curious what this is going to do to my brain. Sounds lovely, doesn't it? No, I'm actually someone who will watch a movie that makes me cry on purpose because sometimes that's just nice. Don't know if it's just me, but there's just something about having two blankets wrapped around your shoulders, a bucket of ice cream, and a good cry movie. I don't know. You just have to do it sometimes. I think tonight I'm actually going to make hot cocoa with homemade whipped cream, actually, because I have a little bit of a cream left that you use to make for in food, but you can just make whipped cream from it as well. So I think I'm going to add some whipped cream to my hot cocoa tonight. Toulouse is a proper lady storm, and Winston's got character. Toulouse has always been a lady. Beau was a princess. She was just a straight up princess. I'm not even from the way she looked to the way she behaved. She was a princess. So to go from that to a criminal, wrecking my plans. He actually killed my plant. I hope I saved it. But dude, what are you doing? I have to get the new plants this week because I've been postponing it. I have a new pot for the plant that is over here. There's a very big plant over here, and his plants are tiny, just tiny, but it's a very big pot. I don't know how to get it home. There's a little boy looking for metal in front of my house with one of those thingies. That's so cute. He's like 8. That's adorable. I hope you find something. What? Kids do that? The other book for this month. No, next month, for June. Another book club pick for June is, what was it? Educated? Yes, here it is. I shouldn't have opened the windows. Regrets. Educated by Tara Westover. Tara Westover grew up preparing for the end of days, watching for the sun to darken, for the moon to drip as if with blood. She spent her summers bottling peaches and her winters rotating emergency supplies, hoping that when the world of men failed, her family would continue on unaffected. She hadn't been registered for a birth certificate, she had no school records because she'd never set foot in a classroom, and no medical records because her father didn't believe in doctors or hospitals. According to the state and federal government, she didn't exist. As she grew older, her father became more radical and her brother more violent. At 16, Tara decided to educate herself. Her struggle for knowledge would take her far from her Idaho mountains, over oceans and across continents, to Harvard and to Cambridge. Only then would she wonder if she'd traveled too far, if there was still a way home. Educated is an account of the struggle for self-invention. It's a tale of fierce family royalty and of the grief that comes with the severing of the closest of ties. Very, very heavy. Next month, those are very heavy, which is a blessing and a curse. June is going to be an interesting month for me. I don't know. Does anyone have any plans, actually? Hi, Wisdom. How are you doing? And the Wolfie. Hi there. How are you doing? Chat pies. I whipped cream dispensers and made a mocha whipped cream mixture for one of them. Cocoa powder and espresso powder with the cream, sweetener, and homemade vanilla extract. Ooh, don't tempt me. Getting hungry, actually. George Mac. Hello, Lonely. How are you doing? That's very cute. It does sound interesting, doesn't it? So my copy of Educated is still on its way. Should be here before the 6th of June, which is well on time. I'll be fine. But that means I'll probably start with this. I don't know what to read next month yet. I haven't decided. I should take a good look at my physical TBR. There's also, let me see. I came across something called Iron Widow. I can't pronounce that name. I have never heard it, and I don't want to butcher it. It's oh, here, Pacific Rim meets The Handmaid's Tale in this blend of Chinese history and mecha science fiction for YA readers. It's how do I explain? It's a reel, I think, or a video at least, talking about the sequel, actually. And it is by someone who is actually Chinese, as far as I understand. The name heavily suggests, but that doesn't mean anything sometimes. It heavily suggests that they're actually Chinese, which I am trying to do more of. Read stories about different cultures, even or especially in the form of more palatable books like fantasy. But this has a very interesting twist. That's the word. Good morning. So I was thinking about reading that, but that I would have to order. And I might give Bright Young Women a go. But again, I should read from a physical TBR. Don't order more books, because something like the Iron Widow. I'll put a link here in chat, but also in books on Discord, real quick. Hold on. So you can take a look if you want. Storm, thank you for the resub. 3 months, jeez. Time, are you guys stealing it? Because it's going so fast. How is it happening? We're having too much fun. Too much fun here. We don't do that. Yes, I think that is okay. I'll put it in books as well on Discord. Oh no, I really shouldn't drink more coffee. I can feel it in my breathing. A book like this, I feel like it's very important to actually buy new to support the author. If it's an older book, especially if the author is, onto different adventures, I do try to get my hands on more secondhand copies. And I hope that I'll be able to start exploring secondhand bookstores. It's just that we in the Netherlands, there's not a lot of English books. Even if you go to secondhand stores, there's really only a few good bookstores around in the entire Netherlands that have decent English sections, which is really a shame. I'm gonna try, but to be honest, it's probably something that I'm not gonna do in high summer. No. Hi, Chemist. How are you doing? So what do you say? Should I? I mean, I should, right? I think I'm going to do that just during stream because I do need a little bit. I need to think about a few things that have been going on in life. Can't really say a lot about it, mostly because I don't like saying things that aren't nice about people, especially if they're not there to defend themselves. So but I need some room to think. Hi Redo, how you doing? Thank you so much for the follow. But I think going through the submissions, putting them in the new pretty jar, and writing better notes because I have to admit some of them are really I should have written better. I really should have written them better. I can hardly read my own writing, so I should probably just do better and just go through them. I think that is more than enough to keep my mind busy while also leaving a bit of room to process recent events. Yes, a new jar. Do you like it? I stumbled upon it when we were cleaning last week, and I couldn't stop thinking about it. So I just went to pick it up this week for the book club stuff, post-its, submissions. Hello, straight up. No. What's going on? I don't know. I really don't know. I wish I did, because then I could do something about it. But I don't know anymore. There used to be. Those chewy candy thingies, are they called toffees in English as well? I don't think so. This is French. This is very much French, which is a bit on topic because I am slowly, not very seriously, but learning French again. It's amusing. On Duolingo, of course. And oh my gosh, Duolingo is desperately trying to give me a free family or free super or free whatever. They have 3 different kinds of paid subscriptions these days. But to me, the paid version. Well, I hate the ads, but that I don't care about the ads. If I'm completely honest when it comes to Duolingo, because it pays for the app, right? And I just have a book next to me because I can get a lot of sentences through in 30 seconds. So I don't care, but if it's paid, you have limitless hearts, and that's the thing. I hate that. I like having the pressure of not being allowed to make mistakes. It forces me to concentrate a little bit better. But Duolingo is just every milestone I get here free, and then it stopped even giving me the option to say no, thank you. I don't want your free. Trying to brainwash me into thinking that this is better. No, this isn't better. I need the freaking hearts to pressure me into doing better. So every time that happens, so I think it's so amusing. Here you go, free family for a week, and I'm just closing app. And then when you open it up again, it's just the paper, the free version again. It's just stupid Duolingo. Sorry about that rant. But it's just recently that it's just it stopped giving me the option to decline. What is wrong with you? It's making me smile at least, so that's a good thing. I love the Duolingo owl. Toffee churn, churn. Do you mean earn? That word makes me think of butter. Is that weird? Yes, Will. I do. I do read while waiting. It's time efficient, right? Like milk churn, yes, but that makes butter. I actually looked into that. You can buy butter churns these days that are like modern, and it comes with a jar. I kind of want to do it, but also I think it will. I think that would be a big mistake, big mistake. Yeah, they're not even that expensive. I mean, the cheapest one is like, I mean, it is on Amazon, which is not ideal. Uh, $40, $40, so you can make your own butter. I'm really making myself hungry. Sure, you're gonna churn your own milk? That's so wrong. Right, that's why I don't want to. That would be a fun stream thing. This is so random. Sitting here with stacks of books that I really should just put on shelves, churning some butter, churning some milk to make butter. It would be on brand. You have no clue how on brand it would be. Because I do have the antique sewing machines, right? Assa, how are you doing? Goedemorgen. Een vliegje op mijn neus? No, there's not. There is not. Boop. Mhm. Desperately to get into reading. Haven't read for the longest of time. Why not? Well, and what kind of books would you like to read? Or, if it's easier, what kind of other media do you like when it comes to movies or series? What genres? That's usually a good point of to start. Oh, at some point, I do have to read Homer as well. I am ahead. I am officially 4 books ahead. I had I don't want to say a bad reading month, but I didn't read as much as I would have liked this month. I will finish all the books that I mean, I do have a little bit of this to go. This one I need to process. This is such an interesting observation on TV and film. So I thought I would breeze through it, but apparently I need moments to sit with it, which is also this book is kind of why I want to read Bright Young Women, but I'll take a look at my physical TBR. I'll let you know tomorrow, maybe. Vultures make nice cat shelters when laid down in a garden, shelter from the sun and cold rain. Oh, I'm pretty sure we're not having the same visuals. Wait, how big is an antique one? It's huge! Oh no! Oh no! Oh, I love this one though. I don't know what's happening in this building. Oh man, this building. I jinxed myself. I think I jinxed myself. I remember when I moved in here. I remember thinking very clearly. At least I don't have to be afraid that it's haunted because it's new build. Forgetting that was even worse than ghosts is like actual humans. Actual humans that are a bit unhinged. So yeah, maybe I do want a haunted house after all. I'm kind of sad about it. Oh, also same. I'm glad you're here though. Are you joining us? Well, next month's books are a bit heavy, so maybe wait a week. Next week we'll pull 2 more book club picks, and just like you're very very much allowed to read whatever you want, just in general. But if you are just now learning about the books that were the book club picks for this month, if you're just now here learning about these books and you're tickled, just read those, all right? Read what you want to read. The book club picks are a little bit of a guide, and sometimes, like I am like this. If I see an author that I admire pick up a book that I'd never heard of before, I will instantly buy because I enjoy the feeling of going through the experience of reading a book with like-minded people, even if they'll never know. This has been a thing for years now. Black Kitty is back. So that's more what the book club picks are about. You're never forced to read anything you don't want to read. If you want to read ahead, please do. If you want to read back, please do. It's all good here. The flowery tap looks great on me. Thank you, Straight Up. New buildings can still be haunted. Yes, yeah, and honestly, human ghosts are a lot worse than made up ghosts. Just a little bit Nemesis, just a little bit unhinged. What's even worse than ghosts is actual human. You may quote me on that. I don't mind. It's true. Unfortunately, it's true. I mean, if it was ghosts, I would just have gotten a bit of sage, you know, and had an exorcism or something. But it's the humans. The humans are making it a little bit difficult to understand what life is. I don't know anymore. I don't get it. I'm so confused. People are weird because of what was there before. That also started. I don't know. I don't know what the vibe is over here, but please let me know if I get too unhinged. Like a little bit unhinged is okay. A little bit of chaos. I mean, it's the fact of life for me. But if I go over, please let me know. All right. What could you say? I don't know. I tend to believe other people over myself anyway, so I'll probably believe you the first thing, the first moment you mention it. I don't believe in ghosts. If you don't believe in ghosts, can you still get haunted? Yeah, straight up. This is actually a very interesting subject because I think when people are haunted by ghosts, that is probably... Actually, that's so interesting. That is a little bit what goes on in here. Not a lot. This has a touch of this subject, what it means to be haunted. And whether it's ghosts or if it's maybe what lives in your heart that is haunting you and manifesting itself in ways that some people might call ghosts. This is a beautiful book. So glad I read this. I finished this morning, and then I was so good this whole book. There were a few moments where I was like, "Damn, I want to cry," but I was in public, so I held it in. You know, I fought back the tears, and I thought I made it to the end. And then there was this last twist, right in the last 50 pages that I didn't see coming. I had a few suspicions, but beautifully done. I need to read more of this author. It was amazing. But yeah, I didn't see it coming, so I stopped. And then I took a little nap. That's also why I was a little bit late, because I woke up with Toulouse on my legs, and I couldn't move her without waking her up, so I decided to just be late. It's my fault. And then Winston woke up, and everything fell apart, including my lighting. It's okay now, though. I hope so. I swear, if he goes on there again tonight. The situations I've had to build. Yes, I say situations because there's situations in my home that I can't show you. But I've had to build to make sure that he doesn't get on top of something, or try to, because he can't get on top of certain places, and then fall to his freaking death. Because he is so silly. He is so silly. Is this a fun book? Do I recommend this? I love this. But it's like literature. It's life. It's not. It's fun when you enjoy character development, and if you want to learn more about the human experience, then this is an absolute must read. And just because I ugly cried at the end there doesn't mean that you will too. It just hit me hard, okay? I just didn't see it coming, and I didn't expect it. I'm fragile. I'm a bit of a poppy. Hold on. Oh no. Many years ago I decided to read Origin of Atlantis myth, so picked up a copy of Demoz and Critias by Plato. Oh, Oh, I probably butchered that pronunciation. Interesting reads, lots of crazy stuff that people added to the story about making movies and TV shows. That reminds me of Gauging Skies. Has anyone seen Jojo Rabbit? No, Asa. Yeah, good. Okay, so Stephen King's Dreamcatcher is one of the books that I tried to read after I read Gary and The Girl Who Loved Tom Gordon. Love those books. Dreamcatcher? Oh gosh, you 3 pages? Okay, I think you saved yourself right on time because right at the beginning of Dreamcatcher there was something going on that I was not okay. I was not okay, and actually I really didn't like. I really didn't like him after that. I was like, how dare you do this to me, sir? How dare you? I'm forgetting to drink water. Don't forget to drink water, people. I need to learn the specific way they do it in the Boondock Saints storm. I need to practice. Can anyone help? Oh, I love it when they do their thing. I was a weird lump in my mother's stomach once. Now I'm a weird lump in my own stomach. Or oh God, wisdom! Don't give me an existential crisis. My brain dives even deeper. If no, I'm not going there. How many books have I read so far this year? Well, I think it's 44, but let me check for you. Which is exceptionally much. Even compared to the crazy booktubers that read 200 books a year, that is a lot of books. Don't compare. Please don't compare ever. Just in general, don't do that. But for me, it's 44, I think. And that is because reading is a big part of work. So keep that in mind. 44. Let me check on the Goodreads because the story graph is not always correct. All right. $44. And my goal is 100 this year. I'm currently sort of ahead, but I'm trying to get a few more books ahead because I would really like to read something. Well, I should be reading Homer really because I haven't read that yet. But I kind of want to read Anna Karenina really bad. I don't know why, but I've been longing to read that. Probably because of The Bear and the Nightingale, actually. Also finished a reread of Pearl Harbor. That isn't easy reading, is it? What's that? I think it ostracizes as a witch because people think you're summoning demons. They already think I'm a witch, straight up, so that's okay. That's okay. I don't believe in supernatural stuff, but there has been a few things that I've experienced in my life that make me wonder if there actually is something extra. I don't know. I don't know. I can't say either way. I can say there's not something. I can say there is something. And that's both beautiful and terrifying. Jojo Rabbit is so good. But yeah, I should drink some more. Thank you, straight up. I've been putting off watching Jojo Rabbit because Taika Waititi. That was it. I couldn't come up with the name, and I was too lazy to Google it. It is impressive, bro. But please understand that books and reading have been my life for my entire life. So I read very quickly. I process books rather quickly. From the moment I could read, it was almost impossible to separate me from a stack of books, and that's still a fact. I would still take books with me everywhere I go, several at once usually. That's great, Asta. 9. Oh my God, you're on a roll. 100. That's 8 books a month. Yeah, just about. One of my faves with the Navajo Goat Runners. I have found a delicious looking recipe for Navajo bread, which I really want to try. But I just haven't felt like making a dough. Making a dough is a hassle. I have to have the energy. I'm enjoying a glass of my homebrewed kombucha, flavored with pineapple, blueberry, and strawberry chunks. Oh God. The chunks almost had me gagging. I cannot deal with chunks, not even imaginary chunks. Oh my God. Sorry, Blue. It sounds delicious for someone who isn't me. I'm so sorry. But I cannot deal with textures in my food. I am hippie. You are too. How are you doing? I'm okay. Speaking of Jojo Rabbit, though, so I came across a book called Gauging Skies, which is what apparently was used to base the script of Jojo Rabbit on. Let me just tell you one thing. I haven't seen the movie yet, but from what I've heard and from the response I get when I ask people, "Have you seen this movie?" Yeah, he didn't read the book because the book is very dark. I have a few pages to go. It's a little less than 40%. So I'm over the halfway point. But I've been reading that for a long time for my normal statistics because it's Jojo Rabbit is supposedly very funny. I've heard. Uh, no, Gauging Skies is not funny. It gives serial killer, and I'm constantly very uncomfortable. It seeps into my skin actually how uncomfortable I am with the main character of the boy in Jojo Rabbit. So I need to watch that movie, and I'll update you on it as well because this is one of those books that I'm like, this is probably worse than The Lovely Bones. Because at least in The Lovely Bones there was one storyline that they picked out and sort of followed. But Jojo Rabbit, as far as I understand, it's not funny. It's not funny, people. That book is not funny at all. I have to finish it. I have to watch the movie and I'll let you know, but I was expecting it to be different. Yes, always. Always. But this is so dark. So scary. How can you ever make a funny movie out of this at all? And I have a feeling that something was left out of it. But I can't actually say. So I mean, there doesn't happen to be someone who has read the book and watched the movie in chat right now, right? I would be very lucky if that were the case, but I don't think. 100 bucks a year doesn't sound a lot, but 8 a month does. 2 books a week. Well, so the reason I feel like this month was for my standards a little less because normally I also have audiobooks and I have an e-reader since last winter thanks to I'm a Fixer, and that helps, especially the audiobook part. Listening to audiobooks while you're busy doing chores or traveling, or well, I don't like to listen to audiobooks when I'm traveling because I can't pay enough attention. But if I'm in my home and doing something that I only use my hands for, I that takes my reading up quite a bit. So it's not just physical books that I read normally. This month I couldn't get into an audiobook. I started Rising. But I just, 2 hours in, I had no idea what was happening. So I'm not DNFing it. I'm just kind of pushing it to next month and I'm going to try again. This month I didn't listen to any audiobooks. And I am going to finish only one ebook. I have to finish this one. So I think that's only 6 books this month. But I was 6 books ahead last month, which I'm so confused about. I don't know how that happened. Let me see this month. May. I think it's 5. I've read 5. Oh, yes, I did. Wow, my brain already just ejected Eleanor Oliphant. It was just, I forgot completely I read that. No, I did. I thought it was 4, but there it is, 5. So that will bring my total to 7 this month. But it's okay. I try to stay ahead with the average. But that is because I prioritize reading. I read whenever I do. I mean, I just told you I read during the breaks for Duolingo when there's ads. 30 seconds, half a page. And if I do Duolingo and if I do 10 lessons, it adds up, you know. So I do read as much as I possibly can. Keep that in mind. And have like 3 characters sitting together. It's going to be contrast to the other. The lore, Whippy. You're messing with poses. New art thing. Also, is that Thea? That sounds, that sounded rude. I don't know. Is it Beckbom? What is her last name? I'm so sorry. That was very rude. Oh, Blue, the chunks are strained out. They're just to flavor the... Okay, well, all I know about kombucha is that there's chunks in there and if you buy it. Someone tried to make me taste, and I looked at it and I was like, do you want me to projectile vomit? Because I can do that for you. Sure, just give me a sip and I'll be of service, but I would really rather not, if that's okay. Straight up, gauging skies it makes me... So if you've watched a movie, if you watched Jojo Rabbit, you know it's about a boy who believes in, you know, the guy with the mustache. Huh? Back when times were so much better than they are now. So, and he finds that his parents were hiding a Jewish girl in his home. And I'm gonna kind of leave it at that. I think I'm not sure how much I would spoil her, but that is the premise. That is the premise. That's not a spoiler. That is what Gauging Skies is about, and their relationship. But to me, especially being a woman, the situation that she is in, even, and you're never in her head. You're only in his head, the boy, right? Is terrifying. It's I'm not okay, and I can't read it before bed. Usually I read before sleep, but Gauging Skies is a book that, like any informational book for me, I need to have a few hours between myself and my pillow before I can actually sleep, because that book is giving me interesting thoughts. But I'm not sure if I can recommend it yet. See, I'm physically uncomfortable. I'm just thinking about it. I'm gonna finish the book and then I'm gonna watch the movie and then I'll give you a whole breakdown on my thoughts. All right? Ooh, yeah, I wrote about the chaos that surrounded the Halo series. I never played the games. I never watched anyone play it, so I can't really say anything about the experience of some people who did. But I was still freelancing as a writer when all that came out, so I did read a lot of the discourse, which was very interesting. Apparently, they took away a lot of the core things that are important to Halo, like giving the fact that the main character doesn't have an actual identity. Apparently that's very important to the storyline and the lore, and they butchered it as far as I remember, really, not even understand. That is almost Anne Frank, but not no random. Hi, Justice. No, random, stop it. No. I went through I feel like decades, but it's been like one since people started bringing it up. Where did it come from? Who started it? I need to talk, because I'm a little bit traumatized by the game. But there you go, you lost it now. You're welcome. Ooh, I think we might actually get a storm anyway. Can you see that it turns dark suddenly? Yes, you can, because the light is really not doing what I wanted to do. I'll fix it. I can't make more obstructions. I can't leave. I can't. I don't know. I'll see. Winston just needs to not walk on lighting and TVs. Everyone did. And everyone watching the VOD as well. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. But if I have to lose the game, then you too. Okay? Yeah, I don't know. It's suddenly getting very dark. But I've been disappointed by the Dutch weather before, so I'm not getting my hopes up. This is very. I should not take a sip of this. That as well, Justice. I didn't realize. I went out. I went out for the walk with me to record the walk with me for Patreon this week, and apparently, it wasn't safe. I don't know how I keep doing this. How I keep ending up in the woods when it's actually you're not supposed to or it's not safe to. It's quite curious, actually. The only reason I know is because an elderly couple told me that it was dangerous. Like, oh, I don't follow the news. I'm sorry. I think it's quite nice outside today. Mm-hmm. Who's windy? I don't know. I don't know. Windy AF. Because the strength of the wind made it so that branches could be blown off of trees, or not necessarily even trees falling over, but just dry and dead trees could become dangerous. So I thought it was great. I was having a great time. I loved it. I was actually just feeling alive again because I had a sad week, sad times, very, very sad times. So I was very happy to be in the forest, and then the wind picked up, and I was just like, "Oh, this is great! This is amazing!" Because it was not hot. It was a little bit sunny, but not too much. And it was very stormy, and the sound of the wind in trees, especially away from people and cars and stuff, which isn't very easy to do in the Netherlands. There's always people, there's always cars, there's always big roads. So I found a spot where I could actually hear nothing but the wind. And it was great. And then I left the woods and I found out that I wasn't exactly supposed to be there. It's own risk, of course, but it was suggested to not go into places that might have, trees. I was having a great time. I didn't feel danger at all. So this is what I mean. They give you warnings on the news. And I think storm, yes, I'm ready. Candles, blankets, cocoa, no. It's just 2 drops of rain. Always disappointed. So I don't know. I don't think I was in danger at all. Oh, can you hear my stomach? I'm at work, and here we can't even put up a gate for the road worker, or it will blow over and fall into the upcoming traffic. I would not recommend doing that, Justice. You just end up in the woods, as one does. I have stories. I don't know what's wrong with me, but I do tend to end up in places where I really don't mean to be. Like in the parades. Because I go into a store and when I get out, apparently a parade has been set up and I don't realize I'm in a parade until I realize that there's an awful lot of people walking on the street. That's a story for another time. Dangerous animal in the woods? I mean, this is the Netherlands. Don't think there's a lot of dangerous animals over here. I mean, there have been spottings of like wolves, but I'm not afraid of a wolf. I wouldn't mind dying if it was a wolf. It's okay. If I'm in the forest, it's probably for the best. Always people go urbexing and enjoy the quietness. I used to do that, Justice. I used to do that. Queen of the Fae. Oh no! Oh no! Where's Schooljo where you need them? Schooljo would love that. I don't know. I just love being in the forest, and I used to go there every day for hours and hours. In the beginning, because I would go horseback riding, and I preferred working with the horses in the forest over in a square box filled with sand, and then on my own. And I lost it for a little bit. I lost that. How do I want to say that? Reflex to go to the forest whenever I was overwhelmed in whatever way, positive or negative. And I'm kind of rediscovering how much I really get energized by going to places like that. Along with the how do you pronounce his name again? Because I always said it wrong, and I'm afraid. I love him. I am not Whippy. No, no, no. You don't want to. You don't want to hear me sing. Actually, my non-existent singing skills are very very good at getting me out of a state of panic because it's really that bad. I never pay attention to the news. It's always more, but it is, Storm. It's better to, in my experience, to not actually watch the news, but pay attention to what's happening and do your own research. It's probably a little bit better than having a program made to tell you all about what's wrong in the world. I don't think that's very effective for your mental health. Um, Imagine ending in the middle of a protest. Justice, no, don't call me out. Don't call me out. I think about that a lot. Because it's so unhinged. How? Only me. Only me. I don't know. Chair teleports between different dimensions of space and time. Yes, I do. Straight up. That I do. But I'm cursed. I always end up back here. And no matter what I do, this timeline is just, I don't know. I don't know how to fix it. I don't think I can. If there's one thing Outlander taught me, it's that. Wait, hold on. Sorry. I need to make a note. I gotta go. Ooh, I gotta go. Yo, I didn't realize. There's a new book. There's a new book in the Outlander series. I gotta go. I know I shouldn't. See, the police is already coming. What is happening? There's actual police in the street. Can you hear? It's coming. Oh no, it's an ambulance. I mean, I might need it because I think it's the last book. I think this is the last book. It was released on the 1st of May. I had no clue. I'm so glad I didn't lose that thought, and I immediately went for Google. TV news is just corporate shareholder propaganda. I don't blame you for avoiding it. I mean, it's just too upsetting to me. I cry really easy. Ever since I've been more on Instagram when it comes to sharing things, I've also been exposed to a little bit more of the content. I do think that the algorithm doesn't know what to do to keep me on the app because it gives me the wildest things sometimes. But I cry with the maximum amount that I can spend scrolling on my own dash, which is curated, right, is 10 minutes, and I end up crying. So watching the news, it was just, I had to quit. I had to quit watching the news. In my early 20s, I couldn't deal. Yes, I am a priestess. That is it. No, I'm a witch. I'm just a witch. I'm fine. I'm fine with that. Lost Fae, rediscovering your old roots. She used to be filled with awe and wonder as a young Fae. Clearly, no, all Faes are good at singing. A cursed Fae! Yes, I am. I am very much cursed. You don't know. If I could move to the mountains today, I would not even think. I would just tell you to help me back. That's it. I would just, okay, let's go. I tried to watch Pan's Labyrinth, but apparently the thing that freaked me out about that movie is right at the beginning, so I'm not sure I can ever watch it. I don't think I can. But I wasn't kidding though. I need to go. I need to figure out how to get my hands on a book. I'll let you know tomorrow. Oh no, I'm giving myself a headache. How did I not know this? How did I not know this? It's been a whole month. I could have been reading this. I'm gonna order the last Outlander book because I'm pretty sure it's the last one. So that one is gonna break my heart, which is exactly what I need in June. Thank you so much for being here. Next Sunday, coming Sunday, we're doing the raffle. Oh, what are you saying? Next Sunday, You haven't seen nothing. I'm not, this book is nothing. I mean, I'm gonna cry, straight up, but you don't understand. I'm very much attached to the characters of Outlander. It's very serious, okay? And if this is really the last book, I'm just gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. But for now, I will do that in private because I am probably gonna freak out a little bit. I'm gonna go with Toos and fight the demons that Winston has brought into this home. And I'll be back tomorrow. We'll go back to our usual schedule. Tomorrow will be focus, but you can bring whatever you want to. Most importantly, yourself. Unless you have better things to do, then always do those things, all right? Don't forget to drink. I haven't been drinking at all. Next Sunday, Mistborn might be pulled in a raffle. Yes! And we have an entire week to look up more books and give me more work. Because I have decided I'm just gonna redo the entire submission thing. Oh no, I'm losing my voice. Yes, I'm coming, baby. I am coming. So, this week, think about any books you would like to submit for them to be possibilities for the next raffle, which is next Sunday. I don't know what I'm going to read on Tuesday, but we'll see. Maybe Outlander, actually. No, I can't start that because the month is almost over. Oh, no. I'm going to have a crisis, all right? Thank you so much for being here. I love you a lot, okay? You're very important. Drink water and be kind, especially to yourself when you don't feel like you deserve it, okay? Hope to see you soon. And good luck with the rest of your day. I'm going to need it. Bye.